What up, guys? Mac Daddy Dipper here. I'm Big Mac, and I'll be your host for today's video. Today's video, we are gonna also be dipping the Skull Ready Cut Mint again, because this isn't really much of a review. I saw a bunch of comments on my video how to use chewing tobacco, about how, real men smoke cigarettes, or smoking's better, and I flat disagree with that, honestly. And once I pack this fucking lip, I'm gonna explain to you. And I'm sorry if my camera's kinda laggy, still working out some kinks. But anyway, I'm noticing right now, having a little bit of a delay, and I'm gonna play it, and if it continues, then I'm just gonna find some other way to make videos. I'm still gonna use my computer, but maybe get like a different camera or something like that, just to help with the what do you call it, the quality of the video. But yeah, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and pack and enjoy the video. Mud jugs are currently in the dishwasher. Yeah, my mom finally let me use the dishwasher on them. That honestly surprised me. But had one little straggler. Smoking versus dipping. Here's 5 good reasons why dipping is way better for you, both health-wise and nicotine-wise, than smoking. 1. Dip contains more nicotine than any cigarette out there. This is basically 3 or 4. This is close to 4% nicotine on dry weight. The average cigarette holds about, the average pack of cigarettes is about 1.2%. That's the equivalent of a cheap, dry budget dip. One dip just about has the same nicotine as a whole pack of cigarettes, and you get the nicotine throughout the duration of the dip. Nicotine will be absorbed into your blood system forever. How long you had the dip in could be 30 minutes, could be an hour, could be more than that. You're getting continuous amount of nicotine. Cigarettes, however, once you stop smoking it, nicotine's gone. So there's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is dipping does not affect those around you. I know this because I grew up with smokers. Both my parents smoke. I'm the only one in the family that dips. Everybody knows what secondhand smoke is. It's breathing in the smoke that comes off of a cigarette, not the kind that you actually suck in. The secondhand smoke is actually more dangerous than the smoke inhaled by smokers. So therefore, it's not only damaging your lungs, it's damaging those around you's lungs. I mean, don't get me wrong. Occasionally, I like to have a cigar every once in a while. Nothing wrong with that. But I make sure I'm not around a bunch of people because A, secondhand smoke smells like shit. B, like I said, it's damaging not only mine but theirs. And if I'm gonna be selfish enough to smoke in front of a bunch of people and damage not only mine but theirs, that is really fucking low, honestly. I mean, like I said, both my parents are smokers. They do the same thing. They smoke around me, and I always bitch and pitch a fit about smoking because I cannot stand the smell of secondhand smoke. 3, dip costs less. I've seen cigarettes range from the budget brands like Pyramids, Pall Malls, and stuff like that, the nasty kinds. They're about $3 a pack. Now you get up more expensive ones like Camel, Marlboro, all of them. So I've seen cigarettes range as much as $8 a pack. As far as and in Canada has it worse. They're like $50 a pack. And I know a can because I know a can of dip's like 25. Uh, but normal can of dip usually stays between the $1 and $3 range. And that ranges from the budget dips like Kayak, Timberwolf, Husky, Red Seal, to more expensive dips like Grizzly, and even to the premium dips, which is Skull and Copenhagen. Generally stay between the two, and Copenhagen long cut Copenhagen stuff sometimes can reach the $4 mark, but not very often. Normally I see it around $3.20 ish. Like this was like $3.08. So still, it's $2 cheaper than a $5 pack of cigarettes. That's not gonna. And if you dip a can a day versus a pack a day of cigarettes, you're saving yourself a little bit of money right there. 4, hands free. You're not constantly having to hold a cigarette, smoke, flick ashes and all that. You have your hands free. You can, like right now, I'm getting nicotine, but I'm still able to, not have to put my cigarette down to grab my phone or type something on a keyboard. I can still dip. I mean, yeah, of course, occasionally I gotta spit, but, it still beats having to keep my one hand on a cigarette and one hand, especially driving. I've seen so many people, trying to smoke, and they're all over the fucking road. I mean, I'm guilty as charged on it too. This is why I'm making it. I'm guilty on the smoker side too. I can try to smoke a cigar or something going down the road, and I'll be all over the fucking place. And some people are like, oh, just hold it in your mouth. Yeah, well, that smoke keeps blowing back in my face, and I hate that. And plus, if you end up with a piece of ash like that long, and if you don't want it flying up in your face, you gotta flick it, and that takes your concentration off the road. Dipping, however, I can be just driving along, and every time I hit, say, a stop sign or something, I can spit. Unless I'm on the highway, because, highways don't have that many stoplights. Where, if I don't have a bottle, I'll sometimes just spit out the window. Doesn't make my truck look pretty, but oh well. It comes right off. So that was reason what? Number 4? And reason number 5. Dipping is scientifically proven to be less likely to cause cancerous problems, any kind of disease, cardiovascular disease, any of that stuff, than dipping, or than smoking, I should say. Because dip, you're not inhaling any chemicals. Everything that's in your mouth stays in your mouth. You spit it out. You don't like a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, smoking's better for you than dipping. You're gonna lose your jaw. Well, considering the fact I would rather lose my jaw and still be living than losing my lungs and being dead. Sorry about that. My camera kind of froze for a sec. You know, what do you think people die from in say a house fire? What do you think they die from? They don't necessarily die from the heat or the flames. I mean, in some cases, yes, but in most fatalities in house fires and stuff like that, all are due to the same thing: smoke inhalation. What exactly are you doing when you smoke a cigarette? You're inhaling smoke. That's what kills people in house fires, and it'll eventually kill you later on down the road if you keep smoking them. The lungs were not meant to inhale smoke, and especially with the preservatives and stuff like that, and additives in cigarettes. Ugh, I would not want that in my lungs. I do not want that in my lungs. But like I said, occasionally I will smoke a cigar, and if I'm out where no one's around, I will smoke a cigarette sometimes. I mean, I'm kind of being a little bit of a hypocrite for saying, oh, smoking's bad, dipping's good, even though I do occasionally smoke, but not to the point where I'm like a pack a day, or I think a pack of cigarettes lasts me probably close to a month. So it's really not all that much. And I'm also trying to quit smoking altogether, mainly because I'm training for the military, and I don't need to be coughing and wheezing every time I take a little run. So there's your 5 reasons why dipping is a little bit better for you than smoking. If you're gonna stay away from it completely, that's a go for it. More power to you. If you don't want any complications due to tobacco, don't do tobacco. Don't use it in any way, shape, form, or fashion if you don't want any complications. I mean, I'm not saying I want them, but I'm well aware of it. I mean, for God's sakes, they have it all on here. But smokeless tobacco like chew, dip, and snooze is a lot better for you than dipping. And of course, they always say, this product's not a safe alternative to cigarettes. It's not a safe alternative, but it is a safer alternative. The only safe alternative is to not do it at all. But, shit happens, honestly. And, if you take care of yourself, and, I brush my teeth after I dip, use mouthwash, floss, all that happy fun stuff. And and a good tip for dippers, not wanting to deal with like gum recession or whatever, just kind of switch sides every so often. I usually switch sides about every month. Like I'll dip on the left side for a month, and then I'll dip on the right side for a month. Then I'll dip on the left, right, left, right. So, you know, just keep switching up. Every once in a while I'll put it on the upper deck, but that's not very often. I hate it up there. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a subject that was brought to my attention. I saw a bunch of comments on, like I said, I saw a bunch of comments on my video, and I wanted to address it with my personal opinion. But please let me know what you think of this video. I'm open to all kinds of advice, criticism, death threats, whatever. But I make these videos for you guys. I probably could put a little more work into them, but I do put a little bit of. I don't put so much as physical work into it as I put a little bit of heart into it. I like to be enthused when I make the videos. Otherwise, my videos just kind of seem kind of lame and dull and boring. But you know, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for subscribing. Uh, Everybody that watches my videos, I had up to like 230 subscribers now, which is fantastic. I can't thank y'all guys enough. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna wrap it up. So once again, boys and girls and transsexuals and whatever the hell's left out there, I'm Mac Daddy Dipper, and I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.